Stop whatever you are doing, my child, and do not turn away. I honestly prayed after seeing what you have been going through. This day would never materialize. I never intended for the hardships in your life to get to the point where I had to intervene and drastically change your reality in order to save you. However, you have left me with no option since the adversary has gone too far. I am taking over, and I have made a very important choice about your life. You have to pay attention to this message in its completely, right down to the last word, since the last insight I will provide you will reveal the precise you have been pleading with me for protection and blessings. You will miss the crucial key to the breakthrough season that is right outside your door if you leave now. So clear your head, let go of your sorrow, and stick with me till the very end. These are not ordinary words, and this is not an average time. My heart could no longer endure to see you break, which is why I am talking to you now. Recently, a significant and long-lasting decree was made in the heaven's highest tribunals with regard to your future. I have been keeping an eye on you and considering every second of your tiresome travel. I have witnessed every secret conflict. When no one else was around, you got into a fight. I have already witnessed the intense tears you frantically attempted to brush away. The world could see how much you were suffering. When you felt totally alone and abandoned, I've heard every terrified query you murmured into the oppressive darkness. I never imagined that things would get so terrible that you would need me to dismantle your existing situation in order to make it better. However, enough is enough. I have assumed responsibility for all of your suffering, perplexity, and anxiety. I am walking in front of you today with unwavering love, unquestionable strength, and intense eagerness to proclaim, I have made a very serious choice regarding you, and I am taking control. Declare your amen for everyone to see whether you are ready for me to take over. I was not angry when I made this choice. It sprang completely from my intense, unwavering, and overpowering feelings rather than from annoyance or impatience. Long before you breathed your first breath on this planet, I inscribed heavenly intentions for your existence, which are the source of my love for you. I have been close to you in ways you were not always aware of. During the harsh times when you felt I was far away, I courageously remained by your side, protecting you from I held your mind and your spirit through betrayals, mishaps, and assaults you were unaware were coming. Together, when life's oppressive weight threatened to break you into a million pieces, now is the moment for me to take action that will make sure that neither you nor others, seeing you, have any doubts about my support and support for you. This choice I have made will drastically change your course and cause doors that were never intended to hold you to close. It will blow up the doors that were trapping you in cycles of poverty and anxiety. It will isolate you from the situations, routines, and individuals that deplete you. I do not say this lightly, but it will take you straight to the locations where you were made specifically to stroll. I want your heart to be fully prepared for the change, which is why I am telling you this today. Right now, I want you to lean into me, more than you have ever had in your life. I need you to have faith that the decisions I have made in the celestial regions will lead you to the precise life of tranquility, fulfillment, and plenty that I have always wanted for you. I am about to make a motion with my hand that will change your life forever, so pay close attention, my dear. I want you to know how deeply I feel about you before I tell you the whole truth about what I have decided. I have been following you through every season. I kept an eye on you at the times when you felt so incredibly alone that you questioned if I noticed you at all. I have heard the heartbreaking sobs you let out when no one else was there to console you. I have experienced the same weight that rested on your chest as you lay in bed and gazed into the still darkness. I wondered how much longer you could bear the stress. I witnessed the times you made yourself get even, when every bone in your body and every idea in your head wanted to give up and give up, get up and keep moving. Not a single moment of your hardship has been concealed from me. I have borne the enormous load you believed you were doing alone. Every time you choose to believe me, even when the solutions did not arrive, when you desired them, I have meticulously documented it. Them too. I witnessed how you held on to me throughout what seemed like an unending, excruciating quiet. And now is the very moment I have selected because of that faith, as brittle and paper-thin as it occasionally felt to you, to intervene and violently change the course in front of you. You have been through the fire, and even if you might not notice it when you have emerged from those fires considerably stronger, smarter, and more attractive than before when you look in the mirror. You have endured struggles that would have totally destroyed others, yet here you are, standing, breathing, and holding on to hope. Seasons of quiet have been lengthy and difficult for you. However, I want you to know that I was actively communicating with your soul in ways that your physical ears were not yet able to hear, even in that deafening quiet. The time of stillness is finished, but I was preparing you and strengthening your resilience. I am communicating with crystal clarity now. I am going to convert everything the adversary purposefully intended to hurt you into the best evidence of my kindness your loved ones have ever witnessed. The suffering you have gone through will not be in vain, and the painful losses you have experienced will not be the end of your tale. I am delivering a healing wave that will penetrate far beyond your most profound scars. You have stopped asking me to cure you, but I am delivering a miraculous healing that will reach even the damaged areas inside of you. Heal because you believe they were beyond repair. In regards to you, my choice is not just to relieve you of the problems that have been holding you down, to genuinely raise you to a lofty position where my bright light permeates every aspect of your existence. But you also need to realize that this big choice has a purpose, my dear. I am bringing you nearer to my heart and extending an invitation to a degree of trust you have never known. Right now, I am pleading with you to let go of the persistent dread that tells you falsehoods all the time, tells you that nice things will constantly be taken away. It is the dread that something will always go wrong, requesting that you let go of the bitter roots of anger that have attempted to round your heart due to all the individuals who failed you and the setbacks you had to endure. I am pleading with you to put an end to reliving the painful experiences from your past. I am not calling you to go back in time, so stop focusing on the past. I am inviting you ahead into something wholly unusual and fresh, but you must comprehend this spiritual truth. Go backward into what was. You must release your emotional and physical hold on the things that cannot accompany you into this in order to enter the enormous benefits I have in store for you. Next season, you have been carrying enormous responsibilities, dead-end thoughts, and harmful relationships. Give them to me now. There are whispers of doubt that were never yours to carry in the first place. You have been hearing voices of envy and criticism that have only caused you to wonder and question yourself. My ideal strategy for your life is to turn them down to zero. This is the time of year when your ears need to be. If your tranquility comes from above, proclaim, "I rest in you, Lord." Where everything might see this as a public declaration that you are giving me your heavy load today, I have already put my decision into action. Even as you hear these words, enormous parts that are not yet visible to your human sight are coming into place in the spiritual realm. I am coordinating the synchronization of particular individuals, strategic prospects, and copious resources in order to so the path will be clear and paved when you eventually go forward. On certain mornings, you could feel as though nothing is occurring. However, the ultimate reality is that everything is taking place right outside of your natural vision. I am working hard in the invisible world, setting up a magnificent stage that will wow you when the curtain rises. Has at last drawn back. Do not let impatience deprive you of the masterpiece I am creating. With joyous anticipation, wait for me. Have faith that my timing is a flawless, skillful execution of a divine plan, rather than a delay. And believe me when I say that no one, not even a demon or an adversary, can change what I have determined for you. Past error, no physical barrier is stronger than my sovereign will, and no man can shut a door when I open it. My words come to life as I utter them. When I make a declaration about your life, it always comes to pass. Therefore, when I look you in the eyes and tell you that I have made a major choice regarding you, and I want you to know that it is final and unchangeable in heaven. It is not debatable. No power in the world will be able to undo it. You are truly entering a season that my heavenly favor has specifically designated. And from now on, every step you take in trust will lead to excellent things. The paperwork has been signed in heaven, and I am moving in the invisible. I have accompanied you through several shifting seasons, some of which were brimming with dazzling happiness, while some were filled with intense, excruciating suffering. However, this particular choice I have made will lift you out of the ground. It will not abandon you where you are right now. I am moving you spiritually, psychologically, and physically to a location where your weary heart will eventually discover genuine rest, where your physical eyes will see my kindness in ways that will leave you dumbfounded, and where your bruised soul will be violently strengthened. I do not make snap decisions. Every decision I make for your life has eternal consequences, and this breakthrough is no exception. All of your previous prayers have directly contributed to this moment. Every tear you have ever shed into your pillow and every second you have made yourself believe me, when every rational voice advised you to let go and give up. Lord, do you even see me? Is what you have often screamed out to me. Are you aware of how emotionally, and am I physically exhausted? Do you realize how much I have lost and how much I have given to others? And yes, is my tender response to you today. I do see you. I have always observed you. When your personal financial account was nearly empty, I witnessed you giving liberally. I seen your intense affection for others when they utterly failed to reciprocate. I witnessed your decision to provide forgiveness to people who had harmed you when their injuries were still fresh and bleeding. It would have been much simpler for you to fall to the ground, but I witnessed you forcing yourself to stay erect. I have observed every small, shaky stride forward when you felt completely helpless, every silent, invisible gesture of trust, and every lovely moment you made the conscious decision to adore me rather than sink in anxiety. Heaven did not overlook any of it. It was not a waste of time at all. You reached this precise point in your chronology because of all those excruciating stretching moments. Today, I have taken the serious choice to raise you much higher than the weight of the weights that have attempted to restrain you. The exact weapons that were intended to break you are being taken by me. In order to lay the groundwork for your future kingdom, I am melting them down. I am taking the piercing agony that the adversary intended to muffle your voice, and for hundreds of others, I am transforming it into a thunderous megaphone of optimism. I am taking every embarrassing closed door that caused you to doubt your own worth, and I am opening far better doorways that will unmistakably show how valuable and priceless you are in my eyes. Your soul's attacker has persistently attempted to persuade your mind that you are the lost kid. However, I have never, not even for a split second, forgotten you, my dear. The very palms of my hands bear your name eternally. I have supported you through all of the storms, valleys, and gloomy nights. And now I am not just here to alter your exterior situation. I am going to totally transform you from the inside out. I am aggressively getting rid of the oppressive weight that has been resting on your chest. You genuinely thought you would have to live with severe psychological and emotional wounds for the rest of your life, but I am curing them forever. I am bringing back the lovely dreams you believe were unattainable, so you buried them in the tomb of disappointment. I am giving your hope new life. I am installing a completely new superpower right into your spirit that will enable you to withstand all winds and stand like an unbreakable mountain. Your own worn-out determination will not provide this strength. It will come straight from me, from my own soul that is actively residing inside of you and directing every action you take on a daily basis. However, I must caution you, my dear, that this enormous choice and this extraordinary blessing come with a huge responsibility. You just cannot go back to the poisonous surroundings, negative behaviors, and narrow-minded perspectives that once you are in captivity. The same nagging insecurities, the same old worries, and the same negative voices in your head to be louder than my everlasting truth. Like a fortress guarding a rare gem, you must defend your heart and intellect. Because not everyone has the spiritual aptitude to comprehend what I am doing in your life, you must be extremely selective and cautious about who you share these new benefits with. Some people will reflect their own uncertainties onto you. To keep you acting small, others may deliberately try to sow the seeds of dread. Some people will be quite envious of the undeserved favor I am bestowing upon you. Do not allow their poisonous remarks to get into your heart. Do not take your eyes off of me. Keep your heart firmly rooted in my assurances. I will personally make sure you have everything you require, and I will carefully guide you step by step. Each and every resource, every relationship, every cash, and every ounce of energy for each stage of this new adventure. Even know that I have already prepared the chambers you are going to enter when you consider the enormous magnitude of this favor and feel utterly unprepared. To make room for you, I am moving ahead of you. I am walking next to you so I may grasp your hand, and I am following you as your rear guard, protecting you from every angle. To watch the heartbroken get this message, hold out your hand and assist the ship carrying my message. Give liberally where your soul is nourished, and observe how I grow your seed. A seed that consistently yields a huge harvest in your own life is helping to spread my light. You are not going to enter this new, frightening season by itself. I shall lead you physically with my steady hand. My soft voice will guide your choices, and my cozy presence will envelop you like an unbreakable barrier. Right now, you must have complete blind confidence in me, because what I have chosen to give you is limitless. Bigger, broader, and more profound than anything you could have imagined asking for or selecting for yourself. Your physical eyes will soon see every agonizing holdup, every terrible closed door, and the torturous wait was actually a miraculous arrangement that brought you to the precise crossroads where your lovely life and your flawless will finally come together in perfect harmony. You are leaving the waiting room and entering a season that I have been meticulously planning for a very long time, my kid. I have been painstakingly setting up every single thing, even though you might not have had the spiritual vision to perceive all the subtle ways I was working behind the scenes. A master craftsman's attention to detail. I was busy rearranging enormous mountains while you were sobbing, praying, and waiting. As you were pondering whether things would ever change while sitting in the dark, you had no idea that there were doors in front of you while I was busy unlocking them. I have been working non-stop in the background of your life, taking what appeared to be terrible defeats and turning them into the precise stepping stones that are currently lifting you up. This is what I swear to you. You have squandered nothing at all in your life. Nor the discomfort of the body, nor the disorientation of the mind. Not the money loss, not even the embarrassing moments when you felt so cut off from me. All of it, the good, the terrible, and the ugly, has powerfully shaped your personality and led you to this precise pivotal moment. I have made a major choice about you that goes beyond just wishing you peace and prosperity. It is to set you up for a kingdom in particular. Purpose that is far bigger than what your human intellect is now capable of understanding. I have personally selected you from the crowd. I have selected you for a task that will not only alter the course of your own family's lineage forever, but it will also greatly heal and impact the lives of innumerable others. In places where there has only ever been oppressive darkness, I am inviting you to bring a blazing light. I am inviting you to bring serene tranquility into spaces where there has only been tumultuous chaos. In circumstances where there has only been lethal despair, I am inviting you to bring life-saving hope. I had to subject you to the heat of preparation for precisely this reason. For this reason, you had to endure the difficult times that put your faith and sanity to the ultimate test. For this reason, I purposefully let some people, occupations, and luxuries suddenly go from your life. I was actively preparing for the scope of what was about to happen. I was pushing your heart to its limits, so hope the enormous weight of these new benefits would not be too much for it to bear. I was teaching you the difficult but important lesson of relying only on me. In order for these enormous gifts to eventually come in your hands, the God who bestowed the gifts will continue to be the foundation of your identity and faith, rather than being fixated on the presents themselves. Declare that you will never return to the darkness of your past by proclaiming Jesus to be permanently yours as a public seal that everyone may see. Right now, my dear, I want you to realize how serious something is. I have made a final choice. It is unquestionable. In the highest reaches of heaven, it has been delivered, sealed, and signed. No diabolical delay, witchcraft, generational curse, or force of evil can reverse it. No awful error from your past, no hidden transgression you confessed, and no moment of weakness can undo it. Jealous men and women's lowly gossiping ideas will not make a difference. Your life is unchangeable once I, the universe's creator, give you a last word. The same hands that created the stars and stretched out the universe have forever engraved this lovely choice into the script of your life, and neither a human nor a spiritual eraser can take it away. For this reason, I implore you to have total faith in me during the days of transformation that lie ahead of you. There will be times when the particular route I take you on does not make sense to your human brain. There will be tough days when you cannot see the finished puzzle and the opposition tries to make you doubt the process. However, I am telling you to live only by faith and not by sight. I am pleading with you to firmly believe that despite the darkness and the invisible, I am actively coordinating everything for my ultimate glory and your ultimate welfare. I am removing some things, behaviors and people from your life, so do not be afraid of them. If I am removing something from your grasp, it is only because it is too little, too damaged, or too poisonous to endure in the high-altitude environment I am transporting you to. I am trying to give you something that will last forever. So, do not cling fiercely to things that are clearly withering and dying. I have planned a magnificent future for you, so do not cling to the broken pieces of your past. Even if the incision hurts, have enough faith in me to let me to remove what may eventually infect and damage you. Fleeting moment. In the same way that a skilled gardener vigorously prunes a branch to enable it to produce a significantly higher yield if I am carefully removing the dead weight from your existence, fruit, so that you can grow and thrive with ferocity. There is a divine reason for every cut. Each elimination creates enormous room for something immensely bigger. Additionally, I have to caution you, my kid, to act violently. Protect your heart and mind against the distraction weapon. The adversary is aware that he cannot prevent you from receiving my favor. His sole tactic is to try to divert your attention. Thus, you fail to notice the timing. He will attempt to take advantage of his hectic schedule, unexpected illogical anxieties, and even the temptation of good ways to fully divert your attention from me. Do not even look at him. Maintain your eyes staring at my face non-stop. Pay close attention to my voice. Remain rooted in your regular prayers. Let my words serve as the sturdy anchor that prevents your boat from swaying with the shifting tides. The enormous wealth, connections, platforms, and benefits I am offering you are not at all intended to take your heart away from me. They are intended to serve as a testament, bringing you and others closer to my heart. Should nothing and no one will ever be able to upend your foundation if you maintain me at the core of your everyday existence. And be aware of this amazing reality. I will not only grant you the particular requests you made in your prayers. I am going to offer you a lot more. I will provide you with much greater. I am going to dump things in your lap for which you lack the words and creativity to pray for. My methods are far superior to yours. Furthermore, my ideas are far more powerful than yours. You have been dreaming inside the bounds of human reason. However, I have been making plans inside the infinite bounds of my precious essence, broader, deeper, richer, and larger. You will soon bear witness to the world that I am the God who not only hears prayers, but also much surpasses them. I need you to understand why this is such a critical choice, my precious kid. It goes beyond simply altering your physical location, bank account, or relationship status. It involves radically changing the essence of who you are. I am not just letting you pass through brand new wooden doors. I am actively molding your heart and character, so that when you enter, you will govern those new chambers with humility and miraculous insight. I am not just bestowing upon you tremendous benefits of riches and power. I am strengthening the spiritual muscles of your soul to prevent those benefits from being wasted, pilfered, or abused. I am not merely changing your season by flipping the calendar. I am actively transforming you into the extraordinarily. I always knew you would grow into a strong, self-assured, and beautiful person. I have been extremely cautious and thoughtful with your particular trip because of this profound metamorphosis. You yelled at the ceiling in desperation because you thought I was ignoring you. In actuality, though, I was performing profound, sophisticated operations on your soul that are too complicated for you to see with your own eyes. There was a defensive rationale for each and every excruciating delay. Each and every one of them was a barrier protecting a priceless, a delicate germ of purpose is sprouting inside you. I slammed every door in your face to prevent you from into a trap that would have ruined your life. You have implored and urged me to take action at last. And I am telling you now that I am acting. But pay attention to what I am saying. I never go halfway when I do move. I do not give blessings in little, meaningless fractions. I open the floodgates and bestow an overwhelming total and complete blessing when I choose to pour out my favor. I do not enter your life to do a small repair and abandon the rest of your home in ruins. I am the God who creates everything from scratch, and I am making everything new for you right now. The painful loneliness you have dragged along like a bulky bag will soon completely give way to the cozy, devouring heat of my presence, and with heavenly connections that will make you feel at home. Your years-long mental fog and uncertainty will abruptly give way to laser-like clarity, profound comprehension, and unwavering tranquility. The particular aspects of your life that have caused you the greatest hardship, failure, and tears will mysteriously turn into the very places where your testimony is most evident. Those that were close to you throughout your difficult time will examine the significant change in your life, and they will have to acknowledge that I, the Lord, am the one who accomplished this miracle. However, I want to remind you, my dear, that this serious choice also entails a significant invitation. I am asking you to come far closer to me than you have ever been in your life. To drop off the bags, I am phoning you. You established some unhealthy behaviors and coping strategies as a result of your suffering, and they need to stop immediately. Today, we need to forcefully break poisonous practices of self-sabotage and overthinking. Relationships that are one-sided and exhausting need to be fully given over to me now. I am not asking you to part with these items as a kind of punishment. To keep you safe, I am insisting that you abandon them. You simply put, if your ankles are still bound to the ruins of your past, you cannot run freely into your new dominion. If you are always gazing back through the hazy lens of your past, you will never be able to see the beautiful horizon. I am giving you the keys to complete freedom, but you have to decide to put them in the ignition and go ahead. And keep in mind that not everyone will support you when I promote you. Do not be naive. Some will wonder why you have become so successful so quickly. Some people will look for your new life's shortcomings. Some people may deliberately spread rumors and defame you because the favor lying on your head is beyond the comprehension of their own spirits. Do not allow their hurtful remarks to sow the seeds of guilt, imposter syndrome, or dread in your heart. You have no debt. Could you please explain the gifts I am bestowing upon you? Do not waste your time attempting to convince those who are determined to misinterpret you of my sovereign work. The moment is drawing near when it will be mathematically and logically impossible to dispute what I am accomplishing in your life. Your higher life will speak for itself. The only proof will be your indisputable benefits required. Stay silent, remain modest, and remain concealed from me until that time of public vindication comes. Store these words of prophecy like precious treasures in the darkest recesses of your heart.